Hey, what's up, y'all? It's L Love with Misconceptions, where we identify the misconception and we expose the truth. So I'm here. We are at episode 8. At the time of this recording, it is Memorial Day weekend. So we here on Memorial Day weekend where, we're a little weary because we're at the end of a season, the school year. School is ending, summer's beginning. Bruh is bruhing. He said, look at him. Bruh's bruhing. Look at him. Bruh's bruhing. He's trying to hide from the camera. Yes. So everything is everything. And so we made it to episode 8. And so what I want y'all to look forward to, a season on a show is 8 episodes. So I'm like, we're finishing up the season. So we're going to pop it off with season 2 next time. So we are ending season 1. And this month is May, which, if you did not know, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And that's kind of like my jam. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is kind of my jam. If you didn't know, I'm a licensed professional counselor. And so I've been licensed since 2013. Yes, your girl has been doing the things regarding helping people with their mental health. So today we're going to talk about that. And the misconception behind that is, the misconception today is managing your mental health and in the everyday, that there's joy in the everyday. The misconception is you can't enjoy when it's just a regular day, that you can't enjoy your regular day. Like when there's nothing much going on, you like gotta create something. No, you don't. It's still, the misconception is you can have joy in the midst of your regular day. And that's a part of our mental health. So I'm gonna call it mastering the mundane. Okay, mastering the mundane. It's a tough thing. When I was doing some marketing work, it was something that we had to learn. It was a concept that we learned where you literally had to do the same routine over and over and over because you learned a system, you learned a method, but it's really mundane and it can get boring. So your daily life can get boring and it can get mundane. And this is where our mental health comes in. So first, let me explain to you what mental health is, because you got to understand what it is and what it isn't, so you can define it so that we can work on our mental health or continue to strengthen our mental health and things like that. So mental health is not what we sometimes think it is. I have an understanding from others when I'm hearing mental health. They're like, oh, when something's wrong, like, oh, you got to work on your mental health, or things like that. Or something's, when there is something going on that is hurting you, or you dealing with an emotional distress, that's normally looked at as like, okay, this is mental health. And yes, that is a part of mental health, dealing with mental health. But mental health is the overall health of your mental self, of your being. So just like you have a physical health, you have a mental health. And just like you're supposed to take care of your mental health, like drink water, or physical health, drink water every day, make sure you go out and get some sunshine, eat healthy, preferably exercise daily. All the things that they say are good for your physical body. There are things that are good for your emotional health, mental health. So when somebody's like, why are you going to counseling? What's wrong? There doesn't have to be anything wrong to go to counseling or go see a counselor. It's just like, you know what? I just want to talk about, or I just want to handle what's going on, or I just want to, manage my mental health, because we are a full system. We're a full body. God made us to be dynamic human beings made in his image. So, with that being said, it's very intricate. Okay. It's not like we're not one dimensional, we're multifaceted in the sense that we have emotions, we have physical, we have mental capacities that we can uh that we deal with every single day. So we're not robots, we're not machines. So let's disperse that misconception that mental health is something where, oh, it's something where something's wrong. Okay. Or that it means that that something's wrong with you, or that you especially in communities of color or communities where mental health is not well supported or well discussed, mental health is kind of looked at as like, we don't deal with that because you crazy. What's wrong with you, girl? Well, you got to go talk to the lady. So however, that is not mental health. Mental health is really taking care of you. Okay. And a part of taking care of you is dealing, because you got to deal with yourself every single day. Every single day, you got to deal with you. And a part of dealing with you is mastering the mundane. Okay. So let me tell you a little story. I'm really just, and the reason why this topic was so important for me today is because I really have been in a space of like, man, consistency is key when it comes to any level of success in anything in your life. If you want to grow, if you want to go to the next level in a business, in your relationships, in anything like that, you have to be consistent. But being consistent can get difficult because after a while, the excitement starts to fade of why you started, the glitz and the glam of like, yeah, let's do this. It all kind of starts to fade. So what has to keep you going has to be something else. So what is that something else? What is the something else that's going to help you master the mundane of every single day? So some people are like, what's my why? Some people are like, I know that I have a more central purpose. I know I have a deeper purpose that God has given me. Okay. So there are different spaces that we go to master or to manage the mundane of every single day. I have to also manage symptoms that daily. Sometimes they ravage my life. Sometimes they just kind of tap my life. Sometimes I just ignore them. But needless to say, I have to manage them on a daily basis. But I still have to deal with me. Okay. So, how I do that is I developed a way to know how to master. Like, okay, I had to know myself well. I had to begin to get to know myself well enough to say, man, I don't feel good today. Or even though I don't feel good today, I know this needs to be done. And that's hard. That's a hard line to figure out what to do. Because remember, consistency is key in any growth mindset, in anything that you want to go further in. So, me with developing and starting this YouTube channel, I'm like, yeah, I really want this to be successful in the way of I want to do my best. And doing your best in anything means you need to be consistent. And that was always a fear of mine because my body fights against me. My body fights against me. And a lot of you, your mental health may fight against you daily. It may be like, like just fight against you daily to go on. Okay. And so you have to develop a way to master the mundane because you're here and you're breathing. So that's step one. So it's like, okay, I'm here. So there must be a central purpose. And if you already have a central purpose that was given to you yesterday or the day before, the month before, last year, whatever it was, go back and get that and pick it back up and get back going. Go back and get it, pick it back up, and get back going. Okay? So don't abandon what you were supposed to do. Don't abandon what lit you up. Don't abandon what you feel God told you to do or what you feel was your purpose or what you feel you were directed to do on this side of eternity. And if you don't know that, then know that because you're breathing, there is reason. So, all of this, mental health, all of those things, if I'm in a dark, deep place, and I don't know what episode that was where we talked about emotions. Sometimes for no reason at all, I can just like kind of plummet a little bit. And I'm like, wow, I do not feel it. However, I have to take myself through this journey of like, okay, like let me stay consistent in the things that I've already promised myself or I've already made a commitment to myself to do. And those things keep it going. These are just practical things, along with there are spiritual things that I cannot put in a bottle and give to you and put in a bottle and write a prescription and say, this is what I did. Because there are just spiritual things that I had to get on my knees and pray and allow it to rest in me. Okay. So I know that might sound hard to grasp for some of you, but that's the answer to some of this. And I would like to say that there's practical pieces of where I just had to keep going. But my main focus was always you have to master the mundane. And one thing a lot of people say to me is like, what Toy gonna do is have fun. Okay. Like she's gonna do it. She's going to have a good time. Okay. And I just try to find the joy in every single day. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I don't find the joy. I just find that I'm going to give myself the space to lay down. And that's okay. Or today I might find the space to say, I don't want to be around people. And that's okay. Sometimes the joy is that I have the permission to give myself what is needed. So I don't have to always be super anything. And that's the joy. But mastering the mundane, it could be simply as, wow, wake up. Um, and a lot of times, okay, so I have a child, I gotta get her ready. We gotta, and it's like this a routine and you gotta go. And then when something gets out of order, you're like, what are you doing? Come on, let's go. But it's in that where you can say, oh, here we go. It's the mundane. This is the daily actions of me just to kind of sit and be present. So being present, mastering the mundane, and finding joys in every single day. So the misconception is that your daily life, like you can't find joy in the mundane, or you can't find your mental health can't be, there has to be some big grand situation for your mental health to be activated. Like I have to go and do something extravagant. No, it's in your daily that you work on you, or that you are with yourself and dealing with your mental health. So, Mental Health Awareness Month is this month in May. So, as I always do, challenging you, what is something that you can, what's something this month? The month is about to close. So, we got, like I said, this is going to hit you the end of the month. Whenever this is loaded, like I said, this is recorded on Memorial Day weekend. So, we're going to try to get this uploaded before the end of May. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. But no matter when this comes up, I really want you to consider your mental health, and just like, where do you think it's at? Are you okay with being by yourself? Meaning, how is your mental health? Do you find peace in your daily mundane? Like, where you can just be like, oh, like where you are going through life, highs, lows, ups, downs, and you can walk through life. Are you managing the mundane? Can you find joy in the mundane? Because that's where our mental health, that's the mental health. And that's how you know what to do. When that's how you know what to do with your mental health. So compared to our physical health, if you can't go up a flight of steps, then you know, like, there's something there's something amiss here. You know, if you have pain in a certain area of your body repeatedly or a lot, then you know something's amiss here. Same with our mental health. If it's difficult for you to manage around a specific type of personality, or um, whatever it might be, and it's something that is impeding on your life. Now, granted, some of us, maybe we're not morning people. I'm not saying that it's like a part of your personality. I mean, like, parts of you that are parts that you notice throughout your day. Like, I really need, like, man, anytime I'm in the grocery store, or anytime somebody cuts me off, or if interrupts me, I get so mad that I want to cuss them out. And I normally do. Like, that might be your can't get up the stairs without breathing heavy, or somebody poking you in the side. So try to, let's think about where our mental health is at. And not in a judgmental way, just think about where we at. And then we can say, okay, where do I want to, how can my mental health be better? So, in honor of Mental Health Month, let's work on it. Let's look at our whole body and honor it. So, as usual, I love you guys, and we will see you next time.
Misconceptions.